Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So tonight is a scent war. It's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to do a spot of exercise before I begin. I'm going to use two things. I'm going to use a power bar. This is quite maybe an oldish power bar, but it still does the job. And I'm going to use a kettle weight. This one's 8 kilograms. Now, all I'll say to you is it's not about the weight, it's about the technique. It's always the case with exercise. It's not the weight, it's the technique. So anyway, I'm going to do a very quick warm up before I start the scent war. It's going to just to get the blood flowing to my brain and blood flowing around this area. So I'm going to be exercising my triceps. I'm going to be exercising my chest and my outer deltoids. So tricep first, just a very simple over the back of the neck, sort of push up from the back of the neck. The reason I'm using kettle weights is they're sometimes, because of the shape, they're easier to maneuver and maintain. Okay. Time for the jacket. Gives a really good pump as well to the arm. It's nice. Right. So that's that done. Now we'll put you over there where we can see you. Well, rather where I can see you. Don't forget my clicker. That's better. More weight now. Okay. Just making a... Okay, I think we're in position. Yeah, I'm looking at the camera. We're all good. Yeah, it didn't take too long. Right, so scent war time. Now, this is going to be a bit different as well because what I haven't done, I haven't on purpose, I haven't looked properly at a lot of these. Some of them I know, but 2 or 3 I don't know. But what I'm going to do is use the knowledge I've already gained from previous scent wars in my nose to challenge myself to see how much I can remember, and well, we'll see how it goes. Okay, but yeah, so welcome to a winging it scent war. Now, a couple of the scents have featured, well, were in the Liberty Advent calendar that I unboxed the for Christmas the other day. The one that's down here. Remember the bag? Yeah, from that one. So let's introduce everybody. So we've got from Victoria's Secret, we've got Citrus Lily. We've also got Wild Fig and Manuka Honey Delight, again from Victoria's Secret. From Abu Dhabi, I believe this one is, It's called Sakes, called Touch Me. You may or may not have heard of it. I hadn't. From the Liberty Advent Calendar 2025, that's obviously this year's, we have commodity milk. This one. I don't know what this smells like, but I'm going to do my best to find out. That's a new one. We have Peony Pop. That was from last year's Liberty Advent Calendar. Peony Pop. That was one that Hermetica Paris. One that wasn't very popular, as I recall. Not with any of you, but with me. I used it in a stink war. One of my other videos, which I used the worst smells possible and had a stink war. It was foul. A lot of fun, but foul. Okay, moving on. These two are, well, I say these two. This one is Sparkling Joe. This was also in the Liberty Advent Calendar. And again, it's by Wilhelm Perfumery. And again, I'm not sure what it smells like, but we're going to wing it. I'm going to do my best with my nose. Now, this next one, I do know what it smells like because it's actually one of my favorites from Liberty. This is called Faces of Francis. Now, this one I've used many times purely because it transports me on a journey to a volcanic island in the middle of the Mediterranean. That was what the description said. And I agreed with it because of what was in it. And I'll elaborate on that a little bit later when I get to it. So, Faces of Francis. That was in last year's Liberty calendar as well, by the way. Right, let us begin. So, we're going to start with Citrus Lily. So, this looks like it's... Is it Victoria's Secret? Yeah, it's got the... you can see at the top there, it's got the Victoria's Secret symbol. Now, I mean, I thought Victoria's Secret, or Secrets, as you call them, only sold lingerie. How wrong you can be. They don't. They sell all sorts of things, including perfume. So, Citrus Lily. This is a mist. It's 250 ml. So we'll put this one up against... Let's try this. We'll put this one up against its counterpart, also from Victoria's Secret. This is Wild Fig and Manuka Honey Delight. Now, these are both testers. So let's see, Victoria's Secret versus Victoria's Secret. Place your bets, everybody. What do you think? Not real bets, just sportsman's bets. Place your bets. Place your bets. I think... What's that saying in French when you're playing a roulette? Faites for jeu, which means no more bets. And then they say rendez-vous pleur, which means the wheel is spinning. So if you ever go to a casino in Las Vegas or wherever you go, or somewhere in Switzerland perhaps, where they speak French, and you're playing roulette and you suddenly hear faites for jeu, rendez-vous pleur. It means no more bets, the wheel is spinning. Or they might say faites for jeu, mesdames et messieurs, s'il vous plaît, rendez-vous pleur. Merci. It means the same thing, but that's a more formal way of putting it. Anyway, I digress. So we have Victoria's Secret v Victoria's Secret. Let's find out who the winner may be. So we'll start with Citrus Lily. Here we go. Right, there's nothing spectacular about Citrus Lily. It's citrusy, so there's lemon in there, lime. You can smell the lily. Anything else in there? Maybe a touch of orange, maybe a hint of orange, but it's mainly lemon. I mean, it's citrusy. And it says lily. So yeah, you can smell the lily. It's a very light fragrance, um, and I would wager that you would probably use it in the summer because it's quite a light fragrance. And obviously, in the summer and the warm weather, uh, lighter fragrances like citrusy and fruity stand out more because it's warmer. And obviously, in the warmer weather, we perspire more than we do in the winter, and that gives a different reaction on the skin because the skin is warmer. So that's the logic behind that, I think. So yeah, it's nice. It it doesn't hang around as long as I would have liked it to. It's quite, I would say, it's quite a weak fragrance, but nice, very nice, but quite a weaker fragrance. Right, we're going to try that against wild fig and manuka honey. Um, Now, wild fig and manuka honey. I would wager this is maybe later in the year you'd wear this, um, because I mean wild fig and honey, they're quite heavy, aren't they? So maybe autumn or winter. Let's try it anyway. See. Yeah, that's a much stronger fragrance, much stronger. The fig is definitely there, and the honey's there as well. Um, Maybe a touch of musk as well in there. Maybe a bit woody too. It's quite a heavy fragrance, so I would wager that's for the autumn into winter because it's a heavier fragrance. And in the winter, as I've said in a previous video, in the winter, fragrances tend to be heavier, like the woods and the musks, that sort of thing. And they tend to they also cling better to fabrics rather than skin. It's just the way it is. Because the fabric is thicker than the skin, so it holds the fragrance longer. Anyway, I've smelt them side by side. Let's try them together. See what happens with that. Oh, that's it's not horrible. It's not horrible. Um, but you can, yeah, the heavier fragrance totally annihilates the citrus lily. It's a weaker fragrance. You can still smell the citrus, and you can still smell the lily. Smell. blooper, blooper reel. Smell. I must do one of those one day. Just see all my mistakes and just put them together. That'd be a lot of fun. I've let you into a little secret. I'm actually in the process of thinking about doing that. Putting a blooper reel together, looking at all of my mistakes, including this one. Um, so a winner from these two, I would say wild. I'll be kind. Um, it's not a draw, but I would say wild fig and honey. Um, yeah, is the winner. It's a heavier fragrance, but the citrus was there. It's still there, but it's starting to fade away now. It's like when you use an air freshener to clear a room. Um, the air freshener obviously, refreshes the room, and the fragrance that you were using tends to disappear. So yeah, wild fig and honey in that one, by Victoria's Secret. So yeah, it does what it says on the tin. So Victoria's Secret Wild Fig and Honey is the better fragrance for me. I mean, still, um, if you felt compelled to get the citrus lily, do. This is only my opinion. It's still a very pleasant smell, but Victoria's Secret Wild Fig and Honey, Manuka Honey, I think the key there is Manuka honey. That's what gives it an extra punch, as it were. So that's those two. Yeah. So well done, Victoria's Secret. Now we're gonna look at one of the new and old, I think. So Peony Pop, we have tried this before. Hermetica Paris. It's a eau de parfum as opposed to a mist. So with the mist, it's an all over. So all over like that. Not with an eau de parfum, it tends to be on the pulse points. So for the ladies, it's in the crease of the elbows. It's behind the knee. Some people do it on the ankle or the foot, because there's a pedal pulse down there. Pied or pedal is foot. Pied is foot in French. À pied, as in that song, un kilomètre à pied. So it's un kilomètre à pied is 1 kilometer on foot. So à pied is foot. So pedal pulse, it's, if you don't know where the pedal pulse is, it's about there. And if you're shorter, some people do it, use that to locate the pulse on a young child. It's because it's easier. Pedal pulse, that's what it is. Anyway, yeah, back of the ears, and the sort of the décolletage area, the front of the chest here. But yeah, the pulse points, it's where the blood flows on the veins behind, sort of the ears there. Where do some people do it? A little bit on the neck, either side, and of course on the wrists, because you've got the carpus here on both sides. So the hand's called the carpus. Just a wee anatomy lesson for you. This is a carpus, and the foot is called the tarsus. And you have this is the main carpal area, and these are metacarpals and the phalange joints here as you come off. 4 fingers and a thumb, not 5 fingers. 4 fingers and a thumb. So the pulse point is approximately here, where the artery is, the carpal the artery. So you got from it sort of follows the ulnar nerve, if you will. So you've got the ulnar. It's called from the funny bone. So if you ever hit your elbow and you get that tingling sensation in your little finger, that's because of the ulnar nerve runs all the way down here, to the joint of the elbow. And this is the ulnar and the radius bone here. That's why it can do that. You can have that twisting action. Is it because of the design of the bone? Anyway, that's where the pulse is on the wrist, right there. Okay, so that's where people, if you do that, that often you'll see people doing that with perfume. It's because that's where the blood flows, right there, around that area. Okay, it's just a small anatomy lesson for you. Anyway, yeah. So I digress. Peony Pop. And of course, when so I don't get shouted at by somebody. First aid, obviously, 2 fingers on the pulse, right there. That's why it's called the pulse, right there. And you can feel your pulse going through. That's why it's called the pulse point. You can feel your radial pulse because it's where the radial bone is. So we're going to pit Peony Pop. That was from the Advent Calendar Liberty last year with Liberty Advent Calendar 2025. This one is commodity milk. I have no idea what this smells like. This is why I said at the beginning we're going to wing it. So commodity milk. What it says is scent space expressive for me and the many around me. So I have no idea what this smells like. So we'll do this one as I was talking about. I was talking about the pulse point. So let's do this on the pulse point, right on the radial pulse, right there. Okay. Let's rub them together, like so. Let's see what it smells like. Actually, I can smell this already, and it smells very pleasant. So what can I smell? Because this was supposed to be for the winter, obviously, because it's the advent calendar. Right. Okay, so you can smell amber. Amber, it's very amber, woody, and there's also patchouli in there. Vanilla, so you've got all the dark scents. You've got vanilla, you've got woody, you've got amber, patchouli. So it's, what else have you got in there? Is there a bit of mint in there too, perhaps? But you've got all the heavy scents in it. It's really nice. So I would say you've on the notes you've got um, uh, top notes are probably the vanilla, possibly the patchouli, and in the middle, the heart notes, you've got woody there and musk, bit of musk as well, and the base notes, yeah, the base notes are actually woody as well because they tend to linger for a long time. So you've got different types of wood. So you um, you've probably got yeah, some really dark wood there, woody fragrances and musk. So nice. It's very very nice. We're going to try that one against, as I say, Peony Pop. So here we go, Peony Pop, Hermetica from last year. So I'm going to spray it in the same place and just see what happens. Oh, yeah, dear me. I just remembered, yeah, that one from the stink off. Yeah, I don't think we'll go any further with that. Yeah, that's still horrible. I'm being brave because it stinks. Yeah, peony. Yeah, not nice. Not a very memorable fragrance. Very full of heavy musk and wood, and that's about it. Yeah, peony pop is a no go for me. Nah, I wouldn't recommend that at all. That's why it was in the stink off, because it smelt foul. But commodity milk, lovely. The one that was, I believe, commodity milk also featured, if I'm not mistaken, in another scent war I did. What was it for? What was that other thing? I did it in the spring. I know it's in one of my videos. Let me just consult with my wife for one moment. Yeah? Yeah. What was the other commodity milk? It was back in the spring in April. That's the one. That's the one. Not Liberty. Ah, right. Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense. Right. Okay, I'll just adjust that. Okay, folks. So, apologies. So I've just been reminded the commodity milk came out of the Glossy Box calendar. So not the Liberty. So sorry about that. The Glossy Box calendar. Okay, but it's still very nice anyway. It's a new, it's a fairly new fragrance. Well, what was that one again, dear? The other one I was talking about back in April. Oh yes, yeah, the Cult Beauty Perfume Edit. If you go back through my videos, you will find that particular edit. Um, it didn't look like this. It was a tester, a smaller one. Um, but yeah, it was Commodity Milk and Cult Beauty. So they do cross over sometimes, as you can see. So this one was in the glossy box, and it's lovely. I highly recommend that. Commodity milk from glossy box. Um, highly recommend that. It's very, very nice. Very pleasant scent. It's one that you could wear all year round actually. So I'd recommend that commodity milk. Okay, moving on. Peony Pop, no, it's horrible. So this one is from I think it's from Abu Dhabi if I read it correctly. It's called Sakes. I've never actually heard of it, and it's called Touch Me. So feel free to Google it because I've never heard of it. So we're going to have a go with this, and this is going to go up against this one. It was from the Christmas calendar. This is Grando Esplendor. This was from the Liberty Christmas calendar. I know that. So let's try this one first. There we go. So this is called Touch Me by Sakes. And apparently it's from Abu Dhabi. I'm disappointed. I really am. I'm genuinely disappointed. Nothing. All I can say is it smells like cheap perfume. That's what it smells like. Cheap perfume. I've never heard of it. Maybe, perhaps you have, but I'm going to dismiss that one as just cheap perfume because it has no smell to it. Nothing. It just smells. It's smells like something that someone's maybe got from somewhere that's cheap and cheerful, for a couple of quid. It's not, or maybe on I don't know Amazon or somewhere. Yeah, it doesn't smell very nice at all. So, touch me? No, you haven't touched me at all. No, don't like it. Nothing there. Nothing there to go. Wow. Right. This one is Liberty Esplendor Grando. This one is from the Liberty calendar. I remember it. So let's see. Now this one, if it's from it's from the Liberty Advent calendar, this one should be a representation of um, some musks and some woods, maybe some vanillas in there as well. Um, let's have a go because I haven't researched it. I'm winging it as I said. So let's have a go with this one. So right. Oh wow. Let me just spray a bit into the lid. What I'm trying to avoid is nose blindness, which is where you I sort of touched on it in one of my last videos, where you have so many different scents that your nose um, temporarily can't recognize anything because there's so much going on in the atmosphere. So I'm just trying to avoid nose blindness. But I think I'm okay. All right. So what we've got here, we've got it's woody, very heavy in the wood. Musk, yes. Patchouli, yes. Those three do stand. There's definitely notes of wood, heavy wood, bit of mint perhaps, and burgundy. Yeah, bergamot. It's a very heavy perfume, very dark perfume, I would say. So it's Grando Esplendor. If you wanted to have a look at that yourself, um, yeah, and it's featuring in the Liberty Christmas calendar this year. I like it. I do. I like it. In fact, Yeah, I'll go as far as to say I like it. It's right up there with commodity milk, um, from the glossy box. Because as I say, they do sometimes cross over. Some of these you do find similar. I like it. Yeah, I'd recommend that. I like it. Now we've got two left, and they're both from Liberty. So we've got Sparkling Joe from the Wilhelm Perfumery. Now I think Sparkling Joe was Sparkling Joe in the Harrods one. I was right. It was Liberty. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Sparkling Joe, I was right. Appears in the Liberty calendar, advent calendar, and Faces of Francis was in last year's Liberty calendar, advent calendar. Now, Faces of Francis is one of my favourites. That's right up there with Soldier Janeiro number 39. It's right up there, and with the summer fragrances as well, which were very nice from Soldier Janeiro too. Um, so anyway, I'm going to put Liberty versus Liberty. We've got old and new, so we've got Sparkling Joe versus Faces of Francis. So here we go. Let's see if Faces of Francis can hold its own still. So we'll try Sparkling Joe first. Oh, this is going to be close because that's really nice. Yeah, I see why they called it sparkling. That's lovely, actually. It's a really nice scent. I'll just try some on the back of my hand, just because sometimes when you spray it on the skin as opposed to in the air, it can sometimes smell different. Just rub it in there. Okay, straight away you you've got lots of wood, apple. It's actually quite fiery. Woody. It's a bit of musk in there, but it's lots of wood. Perhaps vanilla, bergamot, mint. Yeah, no patchouli this time. Yeah, it's quite fiery. It's nice. Yeah, it's nice. But is it in the same league as Faces of Francis? So now I've smelt that. This is Faces of Francis. Um, some would say I am obsessed with this particular fragrance, and they'd be right to a point. No, it transports you to a volcanic island, beg your pardon, in the middle of the Mediterranean. So let's go. So I've saved the best till last on purpose because I want to see. This is from last year. Yeah, it's still got it. It's still got it. Straight away, yeah, I've got the difference straight away. Sparkling Joe is just a teensy weensy bit subtler. It's yeah. So Sparkling Joe, Faces of Francis, is up here because it hits you pow, straight away, and it does transport you to. I'm off to my island, my volcanic island in the middle of the Mediterranean, Do excuse me for about 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back again. Yeah. What this has got is you've got literally volcanic woody effect. Someone's got a bonfire on the beach. There's kites flying. Kites flying? Maybe. You've got rock climbing. You've got cascading waterfalls. You've got lava. You've got white foam smashing against the sand. You've got everything. You've got fireworks going off. You've got a beach party. You've got everything. Everything. Yeah. It's still got it. Yeah. Faces of Francis has still got it. Now, to pick a winner of this particular scent war, to pick a winner, it's tricky. Let's do the best four, shall we? Let's do the best four. Right. So, put them in order of preference. Okay. So, in fourth place, we have Victoria's Secret Wild Fig and Manuka Honey. I recommend buying that. It's very nice. That's in fourth place. In third place, Esplendor Grando. And I'd recommend that as well. Now, just to reiterate, Victoria's Secret is obviously Victoria's Secret. Esplendor Grando was from the Liberty Advent Calendar, in case you wanted to check it out again. And yes, I would recommend it. It's very nice. In second place, go on then. In second place, we've got Faces of Francis. It's still holding its own from last year, and it just pips Sparkling Joe for a better. There's more to it than Sparkling Joe. Sparkling Joe's a little bit subtler. So Faces of Francis, if you want to be transported to an island, a volcanic island in the middle of the Mediterranean, Faces of Francis. But the winner, by quite a distance actually, is from Glossy Box. It's Commodity Milk from the Glossy Box, and this was the was it the monthly subscription box? The Glossy Box Advent Calendar, righto, yeah. So this was from the Glossy Box Advent Calendar, and it's one that I showed in a previous video. So if you go back and have a look, that's, yeah, for me that's the winner, and I would highly recommend buying that. It's a lovely scent. It's a new scent as well, so I'd recommend buying that. It's called Commodity Milk, and on the side, I just reiterate, it's for me and the many around me. That's what it says. Yeah. So Commodity Milk is the winner. If you wanted a recommendation, that's the one. So those are my top four. Yeah. So Victoria's Secret Wild Fig and Honey, Esplendor Grando, Faces of Francis, and Commodity Milk. We are done. We are done. Now, before I go, just to update the update. Tomorrow, we've got another calendar coming. Yeah? It's not coming tomorrow. Ah. We'll have to push it back a little bit. Okay. So this is hot off the press. When's it coming? Wednesday. Wednesday next week, is it? Yeah. All right. Right. So which one was it? Right, yeah. So I've just been reliably informed by my wife, she's in the other room, that the Lookfantastic Advent Calendar for 2025 has been delayed slightly. It's coming on Wednesday of next week. Now, unfortunately, Wednesday I'm going to be. I won't be here. I'll be somewhere else visiting relatives. So bear with me on that. As soon as I get back, um, I I will unbox that. If you can be patient enough with me, I'm sure you will be. So I'm sorry about that. It was going to be tomorrow. I've had to push that back now to Wednesday of next week. Um, anyway, in the meantime, there will be some more scent wars coming up. So look out for those. I do apologise about having to push that back, but sometimes life gets in the way and you can't do anything about it. But that's it for this particular video. I will keep you updated on the community area. Keep looking on my community area, and anything that you're not sure of, please ask, and I will definitely answer you. Definitely answer you. Okay. If you noticed, also, I've been giving some shout outs to subscribers. So keep looking for those particular those shout outs. I'm not going to do it on every single video, but randomly I'll have a look and pick out some lucky people, and you might see a name. Keep looking. You might see a name on one of my videos with a shout out. But what I will do collectively, thank you to everybody who has supported my channel thus far. It's doing very well, and I will keep providing material for you. I'll keep providing good vibes for you. So, like my homepage says, if you're having a bad day, come and say hi. Come to my channel. Say, Richard, I'm having a bad day. Cheer me up, and I'll cheer you up. No problem at all. Okay. Even if it's just a wee message back to you, I'll cheer you up. So I'll make you happy. This is all about good vibes, my channel. Anyway, enough from me now. Have a magical evening, magical day wherever you are in the world watching me, and I will see you in the next video. Let's see if my clicker works tonight. Okay. So bye for now. Take care, y'all. Bye. No, it's not going to work. I might have to do it manually. I'll try one more time. Let's try again. Okay, now I'm going to have to do it manually. Never mind. Good night, everyone. Just going to push my button here.